Welcome back, college baseball fans. I am back with another player interview. This time we are with Louisville outfielder Lucas Moore. Lucas, thank you so much for taking the time to join the show.
Absolutely. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Last year you had a kind of a breakout season. You played a lot as a freshman, but last year I feel like you kind of burst onto the national scene. Obviously, people should have known who you were in the ACC before that, but now everyone across the country knows who you are. 53 of 54 on the base paths, which is absolutely bonkers. But you also hit 341, was on base, 430 clip, lots of extra base hits, lots of RBIs, great defense. What was clicking last year? What allowed you to kind of jump into that career year?
I don't know. For me, it was really like kind of settling in and kind of finding who I was as a player. I mean, obviously the speed is plus, and it's always been one of my better tools. But it was kind of molding my game around my speed. Really, I mean, uh, nobody in the country really, I think, coaches speed guys like Coach Mack does. He's had plenty over the years that can run, and just really buying into what he has to say and mixing that with what Coach Snyder talks about on the hitting side, but really just uh, cutting back on strikeouts and being able to move the ball and put the ball in play and kind of put pressure on defenses. And obviously just playing free and fast. Coach Max says play fast, and that's what I try to do when I play. Get on base, move the ball, and do whatever I can to get myself in a position to help us score some runs.
Yeah, I love that. I remember seeing your Northwood stats and being like, "Oh, 47 bases is crazy." And then in less games as a sophomore, you get 53 in against probably better catchers in the overall. So, but it was a special season for Louisville. You guys didn't doubt this. You guys knew you were good, but caught the country by surprise. You go to Omaha. Let's talk about the journey there and the experience in Omaha.
Uh, it was absolutely ridiculous. It's something that, as a high school kid, when you're looking at the recruiting options and where you want to go play in college, it's obviously up there on the list of things you're looking for. Like who's going to give me a best shot to go play on that stage? Because obviously, like everyone talks about it, like, oh, this is where you want to be. This is like the dream. This is the greatest thing you could ever do. And it lived up to expectations going there, and really it was the group that made it special. The team that we had there, the connections and relationships we had on that team was really cool to kind of bond with those guys and make that run. But playing in that stadium is still, when I think about it, it's not that it doesn't feel real, because it was real. It was really cool, electric atmosphere on the biggest stage you can play in college baseball. It was the most fun I've had on a baseball field ever.
Absolutely, you guys got to get a couple of wins there as well, which is nice because I know that sometimes there's always two teams that have to go 0-2, and you guys ended up being one of the final four teams left in the country. I mean, seeing you guys bond as well, it was so great. I mean, your outfield. I mean, Eddie King Jr. was electric. Jake Monroe, Matt Klein. It was great to see all those. But talk about that journey. I mean, up winning the Vanderbilt regional and then coming back home and hosting a super must have been really special because obviously you guys are a 3 seed. Was it 2 or 3? You guys were a 2 seed.
2 seed.
2 seed. Yeah, that's right. Miami was the 3 seed. That was in a different region. But you guys probably didn't expect to necessarily host a region, a super regional, and you end up beating Vanderbilt and hosting. What was that like, getting to host a super regional to book your ticket?
It was super cool. I've since I've been here, my freshman year, we missed the postseason. So last year was my first kind of postseason experience, and when you're around this program, the history of the regional wins, the super regional hosts, the super regional wins on the road, the just all that this program's been through, and really getting to see it in real life and seeing the whole. It felt like the whole city of Louisville coming out to support us. I mean, the basketball team's there, volleyball team's there, like all these, Pat Kelsey's there leading cards chants. It was something really special for me to see being here and knowing what that struggle feels like my freshman year, and kind of seeing everything play out how it feels like it's supposed to. And yeah, it was awesome. That those guys my outfield group. I love them. I still love my outfield group, but obviously there's going to be something special about playing with Eddie King Jr. I love him as a human being, and obviously he's an unreal baseball player. But it was something really cool about getting to play that super regional in front of the city of Louisville. Really cool.
Yeah, and I'm glad that he ultimately did get drafted and is getting that opportunity to pursue the next level. But you guys bring back Zion and yourself in that outfield, which I think, with Eddie King Jr. was the best outfield in the country last year. But both you and Zion got to do some fun stuff this summer. Both you got to represent Team USA, both at training camp and making the final squad that went to Japan. Talk to me first about Zion's training camp performance, because that was utterly insane, because I think he was like 9 of 13 in training camp or something ridiculous.
I want to say it was better than that.
Yeah.
12 for 14, something like that. Yeah, like you said, one of the most ridiculous things I've watched on a baseball field, because it's not like you're in the Northwoods or in some summer league. You're facing the best freshmen and sophomores at the time in college baseball, and it's like I know he can play. I've been with him since our freshman year. He's a really close friend of mine, really a guy that I've looked up to. Obviously we're the same class, but just like what he's proven and what he's done on a baseball field, it was obviously I know he can play, but watching him do it on that stage, it was like, not that other guys didn't know he could play, but like there's like I said, the best of the best in my class, in that freshman class, watching him put on that show, and it's like they're looking at me like, oh my gosh, like, does he get out? Does he ever get out? And I'm like, I've seen him get out, but it doesn't seem like he's doing much of that this week. So yeah, it was really fun to watch. Really cool experience overall, but that was pretty ridiculous, pretty awesome.
Yeah, you didn't do too poorly either. And you made the team. Talk about getting to wear the USA colors and getting to represent Team USA in Japan. I know ultimately didn't go the way we wanted to. 0 for 5 in Japan's a very good baseball country, and we've had troubles at all levels against the Japanese, so it's not like you guys are are any different from some of the other levels. But talk about what that experience was like, first wearing the colors and then maybe the visit to Japan.
Yeah, I mean, it was it's been cool to get to kind of talk to people about, especially, I mean, it feels like that short month or so, however many weeks it was, when you go from regional, super regional, Omaha, and then it's like I get home from Omaha and you're kind of like taking a deep breath, like, oh my God, that it all happened so fast. It was so fun. And then I find out that I'm going out there to play, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is awesome too. I get to go out there and, again, not trying to do too much, just kind of settling in and trying to play how I play. And I, again, got the opportunity to go play out there. And when people ask me about it, it's been tough for me to kind of not pick between the two, like Omaha or USA, like which one was cooler. But I will say it's hard to say that USA wasn't the coolest experience I've ever had in my baseball career. Getting to go to another country and wear your country's uniform, stars and stripes, stand on a line for opening ceremonies and listen to your national anthem in front of a bunch of fans that aren't there, like aren't from your country, just like new atmosphere, new people, new, like the Japanese, like you said, they were really, really good, really fundamental. They play baseball the right way, and overall, really, really cool. I'm glad I got to do it. I felt like personally I learned so much from kind of how they go about their business, and over in Japan, how they kind of work and how consistent they are and how focused they are when they're on a field, and really how they play. Because if you look at it, a lot of those type of players play similar to me. Like they want to bunt. They're going to bunt when you should bunt. They're going to steal bases. They don't strike out, which was really, really impressive. Like we were rolling out dude after dude, like guys that can really, really pitch it. And it was like, oh my gosh, what do you have to do to get a swing and miss here? So it was really, really fun, really cool to kind of take some notes and take some things from those guys. I felt like I learned a lot being out there.
Now, you guys were over there to play baseball, but did you guys get time to do some of the fun touristy stuff? Like, obviously, you guys had to try some of the local food, right? Japanese food's great. Did you guys get to do anything else like any touristy stuff while you were there?
No. I mean, well, my mom went out there. My mom,
So she
amazing
got to
woman.
do some fun stuff.
Yeah, she came out and she was there with Zion's parents who were also there.
That's
So they
awesome.
got to do some cool things. And towards the end, when we were in Tokyo, we had a day and a half where I got to spend some time with my mom out there. We walked around, went to some cool localish places, walked around, had a good day. There's some cool shopping places. Personally, the Japanese food isn't for me. Personal preference.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot going on there. I like to keep it pretty simple, but I know Zion really enjoyed the strange kind of food out there.
Yeah,
But
one of the cool things was also Vaughn Lackey doing the video blog that they let him do. I have him. I'm interviewing him in a couple days, so get to talk more Team USA stuff with him. But I wanted to get your thoughts on it because I know you had a pretty good performance overall, and it's just such a unique experience, so much different than the last couple of years where a lot of Team USA they stay home and the Japanese or the Chinese Taipei come, but getting to go to Japan is just so cool. And hopefully you've gotten some time to rest because, like you just said, like postseason, and then all of a sudden you're in Japan and you got some time to rest.
yeah, nah, obviously, back to your point about Von Lackey, I love Von. He's awesome. He's actually hilarious. Those vlogs were
Oh
hilarious
yeah,
to watch, and I feel like I can go back and watch him anytime, and I'm laughing at him. Just he's got a big personality, and
yeah.
he's a fun guy to be around. Great guy. I love Von. But yeah, I did get some time off when we got back from Japan. I was here for a couple more weeks, probably 3 or 4 weeks, and then I was just kind of lifting for the most part, getting my body back in routine of lifting and trying to put the bat down for a little bit, just because we played a lot from opening day. All the way through. I played a bunch in the summer, fall, spring, all the way through that long season, then go to USA. My body needed some time to rest. But yeah, I had some good time. I went home. I saw my family, and then I headed over to Canada for about a week with my girlfriend. Her
There you
family
go.
lived out there, so that was a cool little vacation, if you want to call it that, before we
Yeah.
got back to work here. And now we're rolling back in the groove.
Yeah, I love that because I don't know how many people know how much like college baseball players are playing year round, and it's good to get that break in there. Um, let's kind of shift towards talking about the team now a little bit. You guys are going to be replacing some pretty key members of your team. We talked about Eddie King, Matt Klein, who both those guys were captains, and Jake Monroe, who's one of the best hitters in the ACC. You and Zion are going to be moving into that junior upperclassmen kind of role. How are you guys handling, losing the likes of those guys as leaders and kind of shifting into leaders on your own?
I think it's something that those guys put in place, kind of the switch we flipped early last year, like set the tone right away when we got here, and kind of brought everybody together, players only, talked about like, hey, this is how we're going to do things here from here on out. This is how we're going to hold each other accountable. These are our standards. This is how we go about our business every day. And obviously that first came from like the Kamayu neighbors, like a vocal guy, very an older guy with some good leadership skills, and obviously everybody like kind of started to build around that. The Eddie and Zion played a big role in that too. Zion's a very good, not only vocal, but more he does a lot on the. He leads by how he goes about his business every day. Like young guys look at that guy and they're like, whatever he's doing, like I want to do what he's doing. So yeah, it's something that I'm hoping carries on for long after we're gone. That yeah, you're the older guy this year, you're the leader, but what you're doing is trying to instill these standards and values in the younger guys, because at some point we're going to be gone and it's going to be the freshmen's team. So it's not a tier list. There's no I'm better than you because
Right.
I'm older than you. It's either you're here to help us win, or I don't know what you're doing. So kind of just trying to bring those young guys along with us and get them to step up into the roles that they're going to have to play at some point. So it's really fun. It's strange being an older guy, just because it feels like I was a freshman
Yeah.
so recently. It feels like it's gone really fast, but yeah, it's been really fun to kind of watch young guys develop, guys that were freshmen like last year, and guys how much they got better over the summer, and kind of watching them this fall. It's been really cool to see how guys are kind of developing. It's really interesting.
Absolutely. I imagine vibes are pretty high coming into fall practice. It's a question I ask each of the players that I have on, but I imagine, you're bringing back a pretty good core from a team that was one of the final four teams in the nation. I imagine vibes are pretty good, right? Everyone's in high spirits and expectations are high.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, expectations are high every year.
Yeah, that's true.
When you play in a program like this, it's like we're showing up every day to do one thing. So yeah, vibes are high. It's good. Last year was fun. It was awesome. Like you said, we got a solid group returning, and it's a fun group. Obviously, my best friends. I spend every single day all year with them, but yeah, it's a focus. It's the new guys, the transfers and freshmen kind of coming together. Like yeah, I want to be a part of this. Like this is something that's important to me. That's bigger than me as a player, and if we're gonna do again what we did last year, just like not even last year, just if we're gonna go where we ultimately want to go, then there's got to be a certain focus and kind of tempo and some bounce to our practices. And yeah, it's focused. It's exciting. I really like the group, and I've been having a lot of fun this fall. Good group.
Awesome. Absolutely. You have a couple of new faces. You guys don't bring in as many transfers this year. I think there's 4, maybe a couple of JUCO transfers as well. You bring in a pretty good recruiting class, but are there any new faces that have really stood out to you so far? I mean, I'm sure they're all doing pretty well to start, but is there anyone who's really stood out and maybe calling them better than you thought they were is the right term, but is there anybody that's kind of standing out that you'd want to mention on this show?
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty. There's guys that have been really, really impressive, guys that I have known for a long time, a Jimmy Nugent that I went to high school with. And I always knew, I mean, he's a big physical kid, really good catcher, can throw guys out behind the plate. I mean, but he's been really, really impressive at the plate. He's been swinging it really well. 3 or 4 homers so far and 4 or 5 scrimmages, something like that. And it feels like he gets a hit all the time. He looks really comfortable. I mean, another older guy, a JUCO guy who was D1 before, kind of has been around college baseball for a little bit, and he's settling in pretty well as a solid vocal older guy with some presence. He doesn't look nervous. He looks like he's having fun, and I'm excited to watch him play this year. Another Ohio guy, Jake Bean.
Yep.
He's actually one of my roommates this year. I've really enjoyed getting to know him as a person. He's an interesting guy. I think he's really funny, but he's been pitching it. Another guy that he's my age. He's been around college baseball for 2 years. Kent's Friday guy last year, and he again showing up like his outings. It doesn't look like he's skipping a beat. He just pitch. Like this is what he does. It's comfortable again and not, but really fun to watch. He can pitch it. Fastball, changeup, slider, curve. He throws strikes and really fun to play behind when you're playing defense. One of the more uncomfortable at bats, though, for sure. He looks really good.
Love that. Yeah, those are 2 names I definitely got circled. I know, catcher Louisville's kind of known as that with what they've got going on, and so Jimmy Nugent's going to be, probably a little bit unknown because of the JUCO transfer, but I've heard some great things about his hitting prowess, so I'm excited about that. Who on the team do you think might have the best chance to have a breakout season in the spring?
I'm personally, I might be biased because again, one of my closer friends. Not that he hasn't had his breakout season, because he's definitely proved he can play, but I'm really excited to see Alisea play a full healthy season. I mean, I think he's undeniably, obviously, the best defender in college baseball. When you look at him play, it's like he's making plays. If there's got to be some stat on TrackMan or whatever it is that shows the out probabilities on some of these balls that he's making, it's like he plays a ridiculous glove and a switch hitter, a guy that can really, really swing it from both sides. He might be a littler guy, but I like that dude is unbelievably comfortable, knows the strike zone, knows the difference between a ball and a strike, and his bat to ball is really, really good. I think he's going to be really, really good this year, and I'm excited to watch him play healthy for a full year. There's some other guys. There's Byram Hott, a guy that got some at-bats last year, and, I mean, he looks phenomenal so far this year. Again, I keep using this word comfortable, but it's these guys with like a certain demeanor that you watch him play, and it's like yeah, like he can play. Byram, I mean, he's obviously a bigger, stronger kid, but he looks like he's seeing the ball really, really well, and I think he's got a shot to, again, like you say breakout, but it's more just like showcase his abilities.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's funny because like Zion Rose is somebody who everyone knows is really good, but I still don't know if he's hit, like the level that he could hit. And like Alisea is a great shout out because he had a really good year last year, but you still feel like there's more there. So yeah, I'm really excited about some of these guys and the fact that Louisville could be better than a team that went to Omaha last year. Talking about you individually, is there anything in particular? Obviously, you're always trying to add a lot to your all-around game, but is there anything in particular that you're focused on improving? If you could just like focus on one thing rather than all around.
Yeah, obviously, you said not all around, but I just want to keep getting better in all aspects. But one thing I'm really focused on that I want to take to the next level this year is probably my defense. Like I can run and I can play center field. I'm comfortable out there, but I want to take it that step up where it's like that guy's the best outfielder in the country. Like it's not even close. Like there's plays that he's making that nobody should be able to make, and I want to make it a point to let everybody know that I'm a defender. I don't just play in the batter's box, but I play both sides.
Love that. That's a great answer. All right, we're gonna do some fun stuff now. Some superlatives. First one is, who's the team class clown?
Oh my goodness. Team class clown. I'm going with Kyle Campbell. Also probably name you're not familiar with. He was a freshman that redshirted last year. Goofy personality, really fun guy to be around.
Good to know. I'll keep an eye out for that. Mm-hmm. How about a glue guy? Who's a glue guy kind of holding everything together?
See, I could fire these answers off for you easily about last year's team.
Yeah, it's a little trickier with this one.
With the new group this year. Glue guy, I got to go Eli Hoyt, a guy that he pitched last year a little bit, but he's been on and off with some injury things. But he's a guy that kind of holds our locker room together in a good way. Kind of guys get not chippy, but just like going back and forth. He's a guy that kind of keeps us all grounded, pointing in the right direction.
Love that. That's perfect. All right. How about the team leader? Obviously, you can give several answers to this, including yourself. But yeah, we've already kind of touched on it a little bit, but you can spit this one out, I'm sure.
I love going Zion Rose.
There you go. There you go.
Captain America. That's what we call him.
There you go. Love that. I mean, given what he did for USA training camp and overall. Right. All right. How about the team nerd? Who's and remember, it's 2025, so nerd's a good thing now.
Nerd's a good thing. I'm going Aaron England or Kason Murphy.
Yeah, pitchers. Two sophomore pitchers.
Yep, those dudes dominate in the classroom. I'll tell you that.
Love that. Love that. All right, last one I've got for the superlatives: best dressed. And I remember, like, you guys had that preseason like party last year. That was a lot of fun.
The leadoff dinner.
Yeah, the leadoff dinner and everyone was dressed. I think is come out neighbors that was really dressed to the nines.
He did do that. He went out. I think he was, I forget what he was wearing, but he put on some ridiculous outfit as he obviously would. But somehow that the best dressed always goes to Eddie King. So I'm excited to see who wins that at the leadoff dinner this year. Best dressed in general, sneaky pick. I'm going Jack Brown.
Ooh.
Jack Brown can put some outfits together.
Love that. He's a character as well.
You could say that.
Yeah. I loved his haircut for Omaha. And then deciding to go to the Cape with just a map, an old road map and a compass.
There's something off about him. I love him personally, but
all pitchers are kind of weird, right?
Not as weird as Jack. Yeah, definitely weird. Jack, he's awesome, and I'm not saying anything I haven't told him. He knows he's a little strange, but
Yeah.
I love him. He's awesome. He's a really funny guy.
Gotta love that. All right, local food staple.
I don't know if it's local, but Cane's. It's not local.
Yeah,
Cane's is
it's
everywhere.
not, but it's fantastic.
I could eat Cane's 5 days a week, maybe 7.
I love how simple their menu is because it's just there's chicken tenders and a chicken sandwich, and that's it, basically.
That's it. It's
yeah, and there's one sauce.
It's the best sauce there is.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Awesome. You are from Cincinnati, so Skyline Chili?
No.
Oh man,
I'm out on Skyline Chili. People for some reason make it a lot better than it actually is. I don't know what everybody's deal is with it. Even people here are like, oh, like you got to take me to Cincinnati. I want to try Skyline. I'm like, it's not worth it.
There's also Skyline in Louisville for people who are wondering.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, it's funny. Yeah, I'm a big Skyline guy, but yeah, it's got to be kind of annoying, especially if you're from Cincinnati and they keep bringing that up, and you're like, it's not that. My
little brother is a big Skyline guy. Actually, I think he worked there for a couple of years. He was a Skyline worker. He loves it so much that he got a job there. But no, it's not annoying. It's just not me. Again, just
not you.
Like I said, my diet is pretty simple.
So pretty simple. Love that. Toughest pitcher you faced in the ACC last year?
Oof, this is a great question. Because I've talked about this before.
Yeah, I'm getting a good variety of answers on this one, which is good because last year when I was asking, it was always Chase Burns.
I don't want to talk about my interaction with Chase Burns. My one day against Chase Burns, I don't want to talk about it. I would say this year it's got to go to Jamie Arnold. I mean, he was the most professional looking pitcher probably. I don't remember that day exact like how my at bat specifically went. I know that he rolled through our lineup pretty good, which wasn't very common with the lineup that we had last year. But Jamie was really good. I don't know if I know his name, Knapp, the North Carolina, the older guy.
Yeah.
That dude was a tough at bat just because he was huge.
Yeah.
And obviously he could pitch. I mean, I don't think he lost a game all year. But I'll probably lock in with Jamie Arnold. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other guys. Yeah, that was it. That was the guy that I felt really especially left on left. I felt pretty uncomfortable against that guy.
Especially low slot too. Yeah, very good.
Like it's coming across your face.
Yeah, and you guys did win that series. You may have lost the game that Jamie Arnold started, but you won the other two, including a game where you guys had 14 steals. I think you had like 5 or something. You had
5 I got 2 in a game. I think me and Zion both had 5.
Yeah, something like that. I remember looking at the stats because I didn't watch you guys live, and I was like, "Is this right?"
Yeah, it's really interesting that kind of seeing teams who do really take advantage of controlling the run game and kind of slowing that down. And there's other guys, and maybe it's not so much programs of pitchers individually, like starters that are just kind of like, if you get on, I'm going to focus on getting the hitter out rather than messing with you and Alex and Zion trying to pick you guys off and stop you from stealing. But yeah, that was a fun day. That was really cool. I think that was maybe a program record. Most
I'm pretty sure it was. It was awesome. I had to go back and see some of the highlights because I was like, I was probably at a game live, so that's why I didn't see it on TV. But your game day routine, is there anything special in what you do routine wise? Any superstitions, anything like that?
I keep it pretty simple. Not really. I'm usually pretty calm on game days. There's not a lot that'll get me like super anxious or riled up. I really like coffee in the morning. Usually my go-to when we're at home, I'll just stop by Starbucks in the morning, get a couple of those breakfast sandwiches and a coffee, and I'll just kind of hang out, and that's pretty much it. I mean, on the road, it's really the same thing. I guess my game day, you could call it a superstition, but it's I'm a coffee guy in the morning, and that's pretty much it. Just kind of hang out till it's time to get going.
Love that. Have you narrowed down your options for walk-up music this year?
That's another good question. I've been rolling with the same walk-up song since the fall of my freshman year. So in the fall here, the freshmen don't pick their own walk-up songs. Everyone else
Oh, I
gets to
love.
pick their own walk-up songs. So the upperclassmen pick the walk-up songs for the younger guys. And one of the older guys, I don't know who did. I don't know what it was or why, really, but I got given the walk-up song. It's "Hey Baby" by DJ Otzi. It's
Love
like
it.
the crowd, the fans like it a lot.
Oh yeah.
They get pretty into it, and it was cool hearing it at the super regional with all those people in it. They'll sing it a little bit, but it was really cool. I don't know. I've just been rolling with it. I really like it. I had a good. They gave me the walk-up song in the fall, and I swung it pretty well that fall, and I was like, might as well roll with it into the spring, and it's just kind of been a staple. I think I'm going to stick with it this year. No reason to change it.
Yeah, and if it gets the crowd involved and they love it, they're going to be sad if it's not
Right.
the same. So makes
like
sense.
I it on them.
Yeah, and I always love those walk-up songs where the crowd really gets involved. Favorite MLB players to emulate or watch? I'm curious. Are you a Cincinnati Reds fan, being from Cincinnati, or?
Yeah, yes. You can say I'm a Cincinnati Reds fan. They can't figure it out. It's tough to watch, but I really I say that, but I don't like follow them very closely.
Right.
I don't really follow much of professional baseball crazy closely. I like watching all like the highlights and the things that are going on. But favorite MLB players, I really like Corbin Carroll. I really like how he plays. He's a triples guy, speed guy that pretty twitchy and really a lot of fun to watch. I've really enjoyed watching Luis Arias play too.
Oh, yeah.
Just because I think it's unreal. Some of the stats I see about him, like his strikeout percent, he doesn't strike out ever.
Yeah, in this day and age, it's crazy.
Right, like you're a big leaguer that goes three straight months without striking out once.
Wild.
Once I figure out how to get that down, I feel like it'll level my game up a little bit. But yeah, I like Corbin Carroll. I like Luis Arias and Stephen Kwan. I really like Stephen Kwan's swing. It's a little different. It's funky, but I like how it looks. He plays a little bit like me too. Speed guy, fun to watch. I like those guys. Not so much it's cool, obviously. Trust me, homers are awesome. The Aaron Judges, the Mike Trout just hit a monster homer the other night. Really fun to watch. But I enjoy the guys that use their tools a little bit, speed guys with some bat to ball.
Love that. All right, last one for you. Favorite ACC ballpark besides your own?
I've played. This is a good question too. I've played in some really cool ballparks.
And it's interesting because there's different things about the ballparks that make them great, right? It's not necessarily like the nicest one. Like, there's a lot of different options here, and there's some that have really great views.
Yeah, I won't go based off the field itself, but the atmosphere of Florida State was ridiculous when we were there my freshman year, something that I'd never experienced before then. It was like 3 straight days of 6,000-7,000, something like that, 5. I don't know what it was, but like sold out days, like loud. It felt like I was in a blender probably my freshman year. But another one similar to that was Clemson was really cool too. Just like the people, they feel like, especially playing in the outfield, they feel like they're
on top of you,
right on top of you, just like right in your ear, and it's really loud. A cool environment, really cool. But I'll probably go with Florida State just because that was like one of my first big real crowds to play in front of. Really cool atmosphere.
That's awesome. All right, that's been great, Lucas. That's all I've got for you. Do you have anything else you want to share before I let the audience go?
I got nothing.
All right, awesome. We'll be back in a couple of days with another player interview, but until then, go Cardinals.
Go Cards. Thank you.
Thank you.